Okay, so just when you thought this story could not get any more chaotic, it just did. Because now it is not just Meghan and Klay, now we have got a UK podcast host going fully viral for one of the wildest takes of the year. We have got Stephen A. Smith on ESPN saying things that have half the internet ready to lose their minds. And we've got a situation that has completely spiraled beyond a celebrity breakup into something way bigger. Bro, I need you to stay with me through this entire video because the twist that lands in the final third is the detail that changes the energy of this whole story. Do not click off. You are going to want to hear this one all the way through. Alright, let me get everyone up to speed quickly because this story has been moving fast and there are now multiple layers running simultaneously that you need to understand before the main event lands properly. If you have been following along, you already know the core of what happened. Megan Thee Stallion's April 25th Instagram story put everything on Front Street: cheating, his whole family playing house, cold feet, and mood swings through an entire NBA season. And then the line that broke the internet: Klay Thompson told her he was not sure he could be monogamous. This was after naming his boat after her, after holidays together, and after she was manifesting their engagement publicly in February. She ended it the same day, sent an official statement confirming the split, and made it very clear that trust, fidelity, and respect are non-negotiable for her. Door closed. Klay said nothing publicly, complete silence, which the internet has been reacting to all week. But here is where the story shifted into a completely different gear. Because while Klay was staying silent, everyone else decided they had something to say. And not everyone was on Meghan's side. Not even close. Stephen A. Smith on ESPN's The Stephen A. Smith Show decided to weigh in, and bro did not hold back at all. Smith said that he did not know what happened in their relationship, did not want to know, and felt it was none of anyone's business, which is a reasonable position. But then he went further. He questioned why Meghan chose to go public with the details of the split in the first place. He said, why could she not just break up and go on her merry way? Pause on that for a second. This man is essentially asking why a woman, who was cheated on and strung along, chose to say something about it publicly. And then, he sharpened his tone, saying, these women just chirping all over the damn place. The reaction to that line alone was huge. The internet responded exactly how you'd expect, loudly and not kindly. But here is what everyone is sleeping on: while Klay has been silent publicly, the picture coming out of his inner circle tells a different story. Sources describe a man who is not sitting somewhere unbothered. The word being used is regret, the quiet kind that arrives when you realize what you actually lost. Sources suggest Klay genuinely did not anticipate Meghan going public the way she did. He thought there was still a path to handling this privately, and then she posted, and the whole world found out simultaneously. Suddenly, every option he had to respond publicly became a bad one. At almost exactly the same time, a UK podcast host named Madam Joyce went viral for an equally explosive take. She claimed that Megan Thee Stallion was responsible for giving Klay Thompson global influence, that before Meghan, Klay was not known on an international level the way he is now. NBA fans absolutely lost it. Madam Joyce's response to the backlash was not to walk it back. She stayed standing 10 toes down, saying she meant what she said.
Guys, what happened so dumb? This video I made saying Madam Joyce, was right about us not knowing Klay. If you go and read those comments, the men are so angry. They're giving us stats. They're giving us, brother, we don't know him now by force. Now by force. They're not like, but Meghan makes shit music anyways. Okay, we still don't know Klay Thompson. Kilo dig or no. What is it? They're so angry. Nobody would know Meghan if she wasn't rapping about her bum. Okay, but we still don't know Klay Thompson. I don't know him, sir. What is it? They're literally like, the only point I am making and other women are making of that video and under that video is that we did not know him before Meghan. And it's not like we're lying. It's fact. Oh, but he's the top 5. Okay, sir. We did. I mean, should I lie? Should I lie? God. Yo, TikTok. Wow, man.
She then went live through the Ringer's NBA Top 100 list to prove her point, and the results were genuinely jaw-dropping. She admitted she had never heard of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, Kawhi Leonard, or Anthony Edwards. The only player she recognized in the top 10 was Stephen Curry. She argued that outside of America, NBA names simply do not travel the way people inside the sports world assume they do. Her point was that reality TV and music reach audiences that basketball simply does not touch, that Nene Leakes is more recognizable globally than most of the top 10 NBA players currently active. Now, is she right? That's a separate debate, but the fact that this argument is happening in the middle of a cheating scandal tells you how far this story has expanded. Here is the detail that reframes everything, and this is the part one promised you. Stephen A. Smith is asking why Meghan didn't just quietly go on her merry way, while a UK podcast host is saying Meghan made Klay internationally relevant. Both of these things are happening while Klay has not denied, responded to, or pushed back on the cheating accusations in any form. Think about what that combination of reactions actually reveals. The moment a woman goes public about being cheated on, the conversation often shifts away from accountability for the person who cheated and toward the woman who spoke about it. Why did she say anything? Why is she chirping? Did she actually make him famous? Klay Thompson said nothing and faced almost none of that energy, while Meghan said everything and immediately became the subject of a debate about whether she should have said it at all. That dynamic is the actual story inside this story. What she wrote in that Instagram story, leading with the cheating, the family, playing house, and the monogamy admission, wasn't just venting. It was a woman making sure that before anyone could reframe the narrative, the full picture was already out there. She front-loaded the evidence before the counter-narrative had a chance to form, and it still formed anyway. So, here is where everything lands. The Meghan and Klay story started as a celebrity breakup, became a cheating scandal, and has now evolved into a broader debate about whether women have the right to speak publicly when they are wronged. You have Stephen A. Smith with the chirp comments, Madam Joyce with the she made him famous angle, and Klay Thompson with total silence while it all plays out around him. These things sitting next to each other tell a specific story about who gets to control the narrative, and who gets questioned for trying. Meghan drew her line and is moving forward with clarity, while the person at the center of the actual allegation hasn't said a single word. Figure that one out. Drop a comment below. Do you think Stephen A. Smith was out of line? And do you think Klay ever actually breaks his silence? Anyway, this concludes today's video. Be sure to subscribe to LoafTube for future celebrity videos and turn on that post notification bell. Until then, see you in the next one.